What's this? I feel something twitching and tapping on my web. Is some unfortunate little wraith struggling to break free of my bindings? Perhaps it's just the wind, or maybe there's a tasty little moth wiggling around on my web. Hello there, little moth. You're in quite the predicament, aren't you? No, my web is much too strong for that. It's made for holding my meals in place. Too strong for a little moth like you to break. I suppose we could spend some time together. It does get rather lonely here in these caves. Where did you come from, little moth? Were you wandering around up there? Up on the surface world? Slipped into a crack, fell deep, deep down in here. If that's so, I'd say you're rather lucky, aren't you, that you landed here with me on my web. Much better than those rocks below. It would be so cruel to see someone like yourself, so fragile, taken out of this world. You seem frightened. I can smell it. Is it my appearance? Maybe if we introduce ourselves, you'll become more relaxed. My name is Miquel Jamal, but since we're becoming friends, you can just call me Miquel. What's your name, little moth? Curses aren't really an answer, darling. Let me tie up your mouth so your sharp little tongue doesn't get you into more trouble. Still panicking? I've seen a lot of prey. They all squirm and struggle just like you. But then I wrap them up and they quickly stop before I drain them. Oh, don't worry, little moth. You're not on the menu, although I'm sure a bit of a nibble, that wouldn't hurt, would it? So tasty. give me my new blood snack. And maybe a few other things. Now, you wouldn't want me to lose my temper and do something unfortunate. You see, my fangs, as you can feel, were very delicate just now, and you don't want that to change. And my nails, well, you haven't seen what they can do yet. So let's not make me too testy. You don't want that, do you? Of course you don't. Such a good little moth. You don't want to be discarded like those below you, do you? It's been a while since anyone's fallen down. Most people know to avoid this part of the forest. They've heard of a creature that binds and drains. Then again, the few who have experienced my web, they seem to find it pleasurable to be so restrained. After a while, it's so funny how pain and pleasure sometimes mix into one. My silk is much more comfortable than the usual rope you find. How does it feel? Is it rubbing you the right way? Well, I'm afraid that's too bad. It's only going to get tighter from here. Let's tighten these bonds. If you keep fighting, I might slip. And you don't want to be hanging from the ceiling in uncomfortable places, would you? Rubbing, tightening. It might drive you mad. Just hanging around. Nothing to do but wait and wait and wait until I come back. Don't worry. Making sure it's nice and tight against the skin. I might even leave a mark. There. Do I frighten you? Now that you're wrapped here with nowhere to go, no one to hear you, just out of reach. They could be up there, looking for you, but such a shame no one can hear. But don't worry, you have me. So scared. Now that I have your blood rushing, how about another bite? Delicious. Now, let's put you to some good use. Just going to hoist you up here while you think about what we can talk about. Hoist you up, up. Good. You sit tight, my little moth, and I'll be back for you in just a